Okay, what does she have? Octopus
It's
chandelier?
an octopus.
No, it's not. It has 6 legs, not 8. Don't say it.
Sextopus.
It's true. That's how words work with the numbers. That's a good intellectual sex joke.
It's a metronome for keeping time.
It's ticking. Is it a bomb?
It's supposed to be ticking. Not sure what those symbols are, though.
Use the buttons to rotate all 4 metronome dials up to the hoop at the top.
I did it. What do I win?
Trial and error.
Not bad.
That looked like I was really smart. That was me just clicking things until it worked.
What happened?
Well, hello. D-Mix Saga, thanks for the raid. How are you? Sorry to raid and dip out, but hey. Taking Rhythm in the airport. Tell Rhythm I said hi. Give her a high five and a hug. High five hug. Have a Spifftastic New Year's. Good to see you, Alici. You guys are awesome. Have a happy New Year. Tell her I said so too. Oh, but thank you guys so much here and welcome. We are going through Tangle Tower. It's a fun mystery, adventure, detective puzzle game with really good voice acting.
Little hatch unlocked in the back.
Anything in there?
Mm-hmm. It's a photograph. Part of a photograph.
As you can tell, good voice acting. Okay, so this is the other part of that the picture. So we had found a rip photo. Yeah, the rest of the photo shows Fifi and Freya. It was hidden in Freya's room. Who is this? Oh my gosh. That's who it is. That's Poppy. That's Poppy! She went from, like, fashionable pink, like, preppy girl to emo. Really quickly. That's weird. I guess the mood swings happened. Jeez.
There's something about that pink cassette tape. Something suspicious.
Let's ask Poppy about it.
I haven't explored a room yet.
That is the bed of a vampire.
I thought vampires slept in coffins.
This is a vampire who needs firm support for their lower back.
I still haven't figured out if I'm supposed to have a firm bed or a soft bed, but I have literally 2 beds in my room because I can't figure out which one to sleep on.
That is the bed of a vampire.
I thought
this is a vampire who needs firm support. Anything in the wardrobe?
Dresses, mostly. I never realized there are so many shades of black.
Impressive. Shades of black.
Empty. Sheet music.
It's only a few notes. I'd barely even call that music.
Yeah, it's been framed though. Must be important for some reason.
Sheet music has been framed and is decorated with a delicate, old-fashioned illustrations. Da 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 da. Oh, this is the. We heard this. We heard this humming. You can read that? Good. That's impressive. Da 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 da. We heard this. Somewhere. Illuminati!
Various handmade posters.
What do you think those symbols mean?
Hopefully.
Yeah, that's right, Dark. It was in the green tape, I think.
Oh, thank goodness. There are 7 lit candles. Wouldn't want it to be dark in here.
Anyway.
There's a name for this kind of piano.
Old!
You know, these ones that stand upright.
Old.
Ah, yes, a giant symbol drawn in chalk on the floor. Always a good omen.
It's an eye.
It's really creepy.
A big glass door leads out into a garden. Somehow,
There's a little mechanism by the handle.
Okay, so I need the... I think the moons were like this. Is that right? Okay. So the suns need to be here, and this bottom trio.
nothing.
All
Still,
4
those
times.
other
I think it is.
So, like, they can only get in there if they know each other. So I'm going to put the sun straight up. It's like a spaceship shooting a gun.
I guess we'll come back later.
Let's see if I can get into the garden.
It's locked.
I thought
We
were-
are.
What's that thing by the handle?
Did I get this right? Oh, dang it. They're the other way around. It's bam, 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 bam. Okay. I'll get it. So I need to go switch that. So left, right, left, right.
Let's come back once we...
Yes. On the ceiling it did. Dark. On the ceiling it did.
A big glass door leads out into
There's a little mechanism.
Something happened.
That must be it. And the door's still locked.
I still feel like we made some sort of progress.
I should have tried to unlock the door right away, shouldn't I? They both need, they
It's
both
locked.
don't need to be in it
It's
for it to work.
outside.
You just have to
I
match what
thought
the other
we
one
are.
is.
What's that thing by the handle?
So here we go. Bam.
It made a noise.
I guess that was right. Finally, it's open.
Whatever's on the other side better be worth it.
I think it is. Rooftop garden. Aww.
That's one big dragonfly.
Or one very small dragon.
Small dragon. I think that's cuter.
Giant stone frog. Love it.
Ah, he's got his tongue out like he's catching snowflakes.
Except those aren't snowflakes. They're feathers.
4 feathers. The feathers are... This feather looks familiar. The feathers were mostly found resting on the tongue of a large stone frog. We saw this one about that bird. They are all different.
It's a rose bush. Drawn apart from a couple of loose petals on one side, the whole thing looks very well cared for.
The roses are bright red, too.
Now, aren't roses normally that color?
There are a lot of different colors.
Exactly.
How is that one red then? Because if the water is super weird everywhere, how is this water normal?
A little pond.
It looks really, really deep for some reason.
Oh, this goes all the way down to the entrance.
See those metal bars around the edges, too?
Oh, yeah. What do you suppose they're for?
Nothing anymore. Looks like somebody broke them and then never bothered to fix it.
I know, this guy's jamming out.
It's another little statue, doing a really bad job of hiding in the bushes.
He's playing a lute this time.
He's also wearing headphones.
Well, they're not part of the statue. And they're not headphones. They're earmuffs.
Can I take them off? A slightly weathered statue of a strange creature holding a lute. A pair of earmuffs have been placed on the head of the statue. Pervy sage. Bridge?
Oh, good. A bridge. I'm glad to know there's a way to get across that tiny, tiny pond.
Not all bridges are about getting across stuff.
True. True.
It's so relaxing. I might just stay here.
Oh, shall I go finish the investigation on my own?
That'd be great.
Stone pillars, or what's left of them. Careful, we're pretty high up.
Yeah, we're on a roof. More egg statues.
I don't get it. Why eggs?
Well, either they have some special significance, or the sculptor was just really lazy.
What do you mean?
An egg has got to be the easiest shape to make.
You could make the shape of a rock. That would work.
It's so relaxing. I might just stay here.
Oh, shall I?
That'd be...
Leads up towards Flora's tower. Trees. On a roof.
In a garden.
In a garden. On a roof.
It's so relaxing. I might just... That'd be...
I feel like I should have found more stuff here.
More egg statues.
I don't get
Well,
it.
are the sculptors.
What do you mean?
An egg has got to be the easiest. It's a two-person bench.
Now, what makes it a two-person bench specifically? It looks pretty standard to me. The door into Poppy's room.
So, only Poppy and Fitz can get into the garden?
Ah, I guess so. Ah, a little water feature.
It's making me sleepy.
Wonder how it's hooked up.
Okay.
It's the door into
One
the...
of only two ways to get into
Oh,
the garden.
yeah.
Okay, so the weirdest thing is earmuffs, roses that are actually red and not some weird color, feathers of birds on a tongue. Oh, I'm glad it let us. We're gonna go talk to her about it. Oh, suspicion.
Yeah, I need to confirm something with you, Poppy.
Confirm away.
What can you tell us about this cassette tape? Is it yours?
It belongs to Freya. She liked to have music playing while she was painting, you know.
And do you know what kind of music is on this tape?
No idea. Acid jazz?
It's piano music. Sounds an awful lot like your music, to be honest.
Sure it doesn't belong to you?
Why are we even talking about this? Cassette tapes have been redundant for a good few years now.
The tape was found at the crime scene. It was in the gramophone.
It's not mine. I'd never own anything like that.
Why not?
Not my color.
You used to like those colors.
You used to like these colors.
Ridiculous.
We need a clue to compare with the cassette tape. Something that proves Poppy used to like these colors.
Okay. That would be this one.
Let's take a closer look at this.
Pink cassette tape found at the crime scene matches the pink cassette player used by Fifi.
The pink cassette tape found at the crime scene matches the pink cassette player used by Fifi in this old photo. Almost. Maybe just change one thing.
That's a photo. This wasn't found in the garden. It was the green one that was found in the garden, right? So I need to match. Blonde girl. What else are these? The message on the tape. Pink cassette tape itself. The crack. Oh. Oh, the crack doesn't matter. I'm gonna say pink cassette tape found at the crime scene matches the blonde girl used by Fifi? The blonde girl that was found. It said only change one thing. So I'm gonna change this thing.
The pink cassette tape found at the crime scene matches the blonde girl used by Fifi in this old photo. Nope.
Okay, so I had this, and it said change one thing. Try changing that.
On the tape found at the crime scene matches the pink cassette player used by Fifi in this old photo. That's not right.
Okay, so let me change this back. So that wasn't the one thing we needed to change. Pink cassette player. We haven't found the player in there. Used by Poppy in this. Oh, I had it wrong. It was this. Found in Poppy's room. No, was that right? I had used by Fifi. Fifi is not combined photos? No. You can't.
The
Let's see if
pink
that
cassette tape found at the crime scene matches the pink cassette player that was found in Poppy's room. Almost. Maybe just change one thing.
Oh, there we go.
Pink cassette tape found at the crime scene.
I should have read all of the ones at the end.
The pink
a little
cassette
better.
player used by Poppy in this old photo.
There we go.
That is not me.
Yeah, it is. I'll prove it.
Oh, okay, cool. We're deducing. We're actually detectives.
You look a little different, but Fifi and Freya are pretty recognizable. It's clearly a photo of you with your two best friends. Why'd you tear it up and then hide it?
I think the answer is pretty straightforward.
Doesn't want to look like that anymore.
Poppy doesn't want to look like that anymore.
That's it. Makes this whole thing seem kind of irrelevant.
Maybe. It depends on the reason.
The reason she doesn't want to look like that anymore?
The passage of time is a powerful thing.
Thanks,
Hold
Wednesday.
on. This means that pink cassette tape does belong to you, Poppy.
It used to. I recorded some piano music onto it and gave it to Freya as a gift. Years ago.
Freya could have easily been listening to this tape at the exact moment she was killed. There's gotta be a connection between the tape, the gramophone, and the murder.
There's one other thing I want to know. How did it get that crack down the middle?
I have no idea.
Let's keep exploring. Yeah, it was recorded, she said, years ago, but at the end of the tape, it has like that, like a weird cracking, falling thing. It has a weird sound at the end. Aviary. Oh, is this Penelope? Are those the 4 feathers we saw on the other thing? Ooh, hello.
Check out that butterfly.
Looks evil.
Wow, judgmental.
Let's be fair, that's an evil-looking eye, butterfly symbol.
What's with those little windows down there?
I think they're there for draining rainwater.
Oh. My little writing desk. It's kind of cute.
There's nothing written in the book, although someone's torn a page out of the middle. They're bird cages, but the birds are coming and going freely.
Is that a metaphor?
Oh, it totally is.
Totally.
An especially fancy cage.
And it's home to 3 especially fancy birds.
3 brightly colored birds in a heavy, ornate cage. So we have the yellow one, purple one. Yellow with green, purple, orange. No, go back. Don't get it. That one's there. I think those two are there. Yeah, those two are there. I don't know what these two are. So not what I was hoping for in terms of connections.
I don't like mirrors. They steal your soul.
I thought that was cameras.
How do you get your hair so symmetrical without using a mirror?
I do it by weight. I can feel if one side is heavier than the other.
Impressive. My mind is blown.
Oh, just beautiful. What is it?
Huh?
Sort of a delicate jade, but with a little chiffon green, is that right?
Sorry?
Your hair, dear! Which shade do you use? It's lovely! And that shape, you're really pushing the envelope.
Oh, thanks. I do what I can to offset Grimoire's beige on brown ensemble.
Detectives don't need to be brightly colored. We prefer to blend into the background.
Oh, you're the detective? Delightful. Penny Pointer, pleasure.
Is
Hi,
that short
Penny.
for Penelope?
Officially, yes, but I never can be bothered with all 4 syllables of it. Penelope sounds a little ostentatious coming out of the mouth, don't you think?
Sure. Yeah.
Why not? Tell us about yourself.
20-something, Aquarius, love to travel, and nearly all of my friends
20-something.
are birds.
Travel? Where to?
Anywhere at all, as long as it has species worth studying. Ornithology, they call it. I call it the only thing I've ever been good at.
And have you studied the birds here at Tangle Tower?
But of course! Where else do you think I developed my love of the field? No matter where I go, I always find myself coming home to Tangle Tower.
Because of the birds.
Oh, no, because of him! Silly to admit, but I suppose I can't bear for us to be apart.
Who are you talking about?
Oh,
Who-
don't
who-
you know? My fiancé, dear.
Felix? Fitz. Okay.
He's
Penny.
not really the traveling type, you see.
Fitz fellow.
The very one.
You're engaged to a member of the Fellow family? That's interesting.
I'm not especially interested in whatever tedious feuding goes on between our two families. Fitz and I find it much easier to stay out of it altogether.
Good. Good for you. I hope you don't end up like Romeo and Juliet.
I awoke early and headed down into the greenhouse to see Fitz. He's always there, crack of dawn, every morning like clockwork.
How come?
It's where he's happiest. That and he has a great deal of work to do every day, watering, pruning, mulching, whatever that is.
Do you help him with the work in the greenhouse?
Oh, no. I wouldn't dream of it. I'd probably break something.
So, you stayed with Fitz the whole day?
No. In the early afternoon, he went back inside. Rather suddenly, as it happens.
Did he say why?
He didn't. Probably just a touch of heat stroke, the poor dear. He's more delicate than you'd think.
What did you
He
do
looked
after
pretty
that?
beefy.
Let's see. I returned to the aviary to feed my birds.
And how many birds are you responsible for?
Officially 4, but in truth it's more like 400.
Can they not feed themselves?
Of course, and they often do. But I think they just like the company. As do I.
That was sad.
Sometime in the evening, I left the aviary and headed back towards my room. But in the hall, I spotted Uncle Pointer heading down the stairs. He was muttering something. Seemed a bit upset, the poor dear. I followed him down, but the grand hall was empty by the time I got there. Empty aside from Detective Hawkshaw, who was
Okay, good.
loitering over by the library. I don't know what it was, but she looked a little lost. I inquired about the professor, and she told me he'd gone up the fellow tower. I ran up the stairs, hoping to catch up with him, but Felix appeared and blocked my path. For some reason, he was coming out of Fitz's bedroom. He looked rather lost, too. I told him I was looking for Uncle. He suggested we look up in Flora's tower room. We could see from the hallway. The door was off its hinges. I knew then something was terribly wrong. A moment later, we were gazing down on
That's
the
a
body
little
of poor
different.
Freya. Uncle Pointer was there. Fitz, too. standing over in the corner with Fifi and Poppy.
What about Flora?
Of course, silent as ever. Uncle suggested we should leave. Give the others some space, you know. So he and I both returned to our rooms in Pointer Tower.
I thought... I was pretty sure what's his face. Felix. I thought when Felix said that when he ran into Penny, Penny said she was headed up there and then he would escort her. But she just, it made it sound like she was taken there by Felix because he knew where he was. I don't know. It was a little different to me.
I must say, I really don't care for the den of self-delusion that he's retreated into.
Oh wait, I can talk to people about other people.
Let themselves be themselves.
That's how I do it?
Between you and me, I think Felix is secretly rather miserable.
Hold on, I didn't know I could do this. Dang it, I've missed out a whole bunch. Well, balls. Okay, tell me about Felix. I need to go back and talk to everybody about
quite the expert,
Flora.
truth be told. Studied them professionally at one point. I think her father taught her.
I got a question.
What?
Flora?
Who threw a wiener in
A
the
little
ring?
bit.
Oh. Well, Breeze Babe, I'm hoping it wasn't you, but happy Tuesday and happy New Year's Eve.
A little bit friends.
She's one for the peace and quiet. I dare say I'm a little too loud for her.
Oh, it was Brick. He's confessing.
I do admire her, though, really. Always felt like she could have done better than settle for Felix.
Ouch.
I said it.
Okay, good. So these are the married couple. Dude, I have a lot of talking to do.
Unsavory little. She was incredibly rude about my appearance.
Which part? The giant bird arms or...
If I were her, I'd go easy on the judgment of others. I mean, look at her. She looks like the ghost of a scarecrow. I just wish Uncle Pointer would tell her to behave herself.
Professor Pointer? Why him?
Oh, it was Uncle that called her in. She's his responsibility. Did you not know that?
Wait, so Felix called in Hawkshaw? For what?
She'd sit in the aviary, first thing in the morning, and paint the birds. Sometimes she'd ask me their names.
Freya was interested in studying bird species too?
No, just wanted to know their names. Isabelle, Clementine, Myrtle, Lysandre, Genevieve.
Got it, thanks.
For my 21st birthday, she gave me a framed painting. All the birds from a single spring, with their names written underneath. I can't begin to tell you how much I've treasured it.
Sounds like you two were close.
I feel like I always struggled to articulate my admiration for her, but she had a way of understanding unspoken things.
That was pretty sweet.
Oh, she's beautiful! Who is she? Wait, is that me?
That was pretty good.
She mostly ignores me, if I'm honest.
How come?
Well, we're not quite on the same intellectual level.
Oh. You don't need to.
No, it's quite all right. I'm comfortable with it.
A little bit, Breeze Babe, I can see that. What we know so far is she hasn't talked about anything. She's another detective that we just learned he hired. He's secretly lonely. She's dead. She's very interested in birds. She used to love Pink and now is emo and basically Wednesday from the Addams Family. Strong, silent type who likes to garden. Freaking adorable science person.
Isn't he strapping?
He is big.
And so brooding.
Kinda sulky, yeah.
I can never tell what's going on in that beautiful head of his.
It just sounds like you don't know him very well.
I don't remember asking for your input.
It could be so true. It just sounds like you don't know him at all. That's pretty great. Oh, wait. I wonder if she's the one writing, like, on... No, they're engaged. They said they're engaged. It's Sun Eater.
Oh, did you talk to Poppy already?
Yeah, a little bit.
And did you make any notes of what she told you?
Yeah, I did.
Lovely. Burn them. It'll all be lies.
Why would Poppy lie to us?
Because that's what she does. She's a snake. Looks like one, too.
Don't you think you're being a little unfair, Penny?
For real.
She started it.
But how? So wait, can I talk to them about stuff like this, too?
Somebody taking an interest in extinct
Oh my god.
animals.
Extinct.
Oh, yes. The book is very old. Most of the birds in it are long gone.
Well, what about this bird, though? The ink dip.
This one, well, it was thought to be extinct for a long time. Then one was found here at Tangle Tower.
So it's not extinct.
You misunderstand. It was the last one. The very last.
Oh.
Yeah, this game just got a little bigger. I have to go through pretty much everything now. Good.